Alright guys, I did my first special event, the Bathurst 12 hours, a few weeks ago. Now prepping to do the Sebring 12 hours. So the team that I ran with last time looks like it's going to be the same team that I'm going to run with this time. It's in 3 or 4 weeks, so I have some time. They do not want to race the McLaren on this track, and they want to run the Mercedes AMG GT3. We're going to give this one a shot. So I got a basic setup from them. I wanted to bring you guys along this time in preparation for an endurance event on iRacing and what I do and what you guys think I could do better and all that. So we're going to jump in. This is the first time I've ever driven this car. Never ever haven't tested, demoed it. I bought it because if I'm going to practice for the endurance race, I might as well practice for the actual race with the car. So she sounds beefy. She sounds thick. Well, she sounds beefy. So we are going to try and just give this little beast a nice introduction. Man, this thing it feels like I'm so far back in the car, it's not even funny. Wow, that's loud. Oh, that's cool. Man, this thing feels so wide. Oh my gosh. What was I in the McLaren? When I practiced a few laps, 204, so if I'm anything near that, I will be thrilled. Whoa! Gotta be slow on the gas there. Yeah, this thing feels like I'm sitting so far back, and it also feels like I'm sitting way higher. McLaren, the back end, really wanted to step out on me there. Not gonna lie though, the braking feels pretty nice. It feels fairly pointy, which it should with such a big front end. But man, this woo. Too early. No grip yet. Traction controls at 8. From some of my research that I did on a quick video or two, I definitely want to try and work that down as much as I can. Come on, Betsy. I definitely feel like I can get on the power, not worry about quite so much wheel spin. Let's see how it goes. I'm running a full tank on an endurance setup. So she'd be real fat right now. I honestly don't know where the tire pressure in the McLaren, the tires, like they have tire data on your dash and it lights up green. When the tires are warm, but I don't see that on here. So we'll see. Took the McLaren like 3 laps to get properly warm. And this thing feels fat, but I will say it doesn't feel bad. I was really worried about just buying this car. Eats the curves all right, but Okay. Gotta be a little bit nicer on that turn in. No way, I hit a 205. That can't be. So overall impressions is I like it. It feels good. It feels stuck to the ground. Definitely gonna take some getting used to. A little light on the back end, but turns in. Nice. Very pointy, which on this track I will say I struggled with the McLaren getting it to feel overly locked up. Some of these corners in the McLaren felt like the rear end wanted to step out on me. This corner especially. Ooh, that feels... Takes the curves pretty well, which is nice. Let the back end give me a little wiggle there. Much better. I mean, the track temperature was a fair bit higher before, I think, but when I was racing the McLaren. Too early, too early. Pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna try and just hit a few more laps. I'll try to come back to you guys when I'm done. Alright. We're going to call that session there. All right. Thoughts. Thoroughly enjoy it. I like this car way more than I thought I would. It's really fun to drive. A lot more fun than the McLaren on this track for whatever reason. So loud. The ability for me to brake a lot harder and feel way more confident in this car is awesome. Yeah, I think I can really. This is consistently probably the last time I was running the McLaren on this one earlier today with people, it was probably, I don't know, I think it was 3 or 4 degrees hotter on the track. So I know that does play a difference, but this is consistently 2-3 seconds faster than I was in the McLaren. I think I was hitting I think it was like a 204.3, and here I broke straight into just the 2 minutes, so and I felt way more comfortable. Only 2 incidence points, and that was on like my 2nd or 3rd lap when I was really trying to push a few braking spots. So overall I'm thrilled. This is going to be a great car, I think, especially for this track. It feels fantastic. I feel confident. I feel like I can push it, and I know that there's a lot of time left on the table in certain corners, because even that last one that I just hit my fastest lap, I lost probably 2/10 on this last corner. Easy. So there's still time to be had and time to practice, and I feel confident in this car. I really liked it. I liked it way more than I was anticipating. I think this is going to be a perfect car for the 12-hour. This gives me a lot of time to actually
right here.
Practice with it and make sure I can get a full stint in, because that was about half stint. That was at half tank. So in theory, if I can keep the tires in good shape, then the time will only drop from there too. So I like it, and that's with me. That's without me touching anything else on the setup. So overall, super stoked. This is gonna be fun. So.